BBC show DIY SOS is full of heartwarming stories as the team fix up homes and help those in need. But there have been occasions of some upsets surrounding the show. The BBC One show is back on screens tonight, October 3rd, for a brand new episode hosted by Nick Knowles. The episode will see the team help a charity in Stoke create a community centre and garden. But what have been the biggest DIY SOS upsets over the years? Let's take a look back and see. DIY SOS biggest upsets. Family slam, botched, job in August of this year. A family who appeared on the show in 2020 hit out at the BBC for an alleged, botched, job. Full-time carer Peter Chapman claimed he and his family had been, well and truly exploited. Peter claimed that the first day they took the house back from the DIY SOS team, his wife, who has myotonic dystrophy, nearly had a fatal fall when the toilet's wall bars came away when she was using them. Speaking to The Sun, Peter said, "I wish I'd never heard of DIY SOS. They've literally had me in tears. I have been trying to get him to understand the impact their botched attempt at helping me and my family has had on me. We've been used and well and truly exploited. It was all done for effect." Meanwhile, a BBC spokesperson told Ed. DSOS is a heartwarming program that brings communities together and helps improve the lives of those in need thanks to the hundreds of volunteers who give up their time to participate. As with all of our previous projects, the Charlton Kings build was planned and completed in accordance with the necessary required regulatory approvals and signed off on site by building control. Family received vile abuse after episode. Another upset saw a family speak about abuse they received over their episode's airing. The Hutchison family were visited by the DIY SOS team in 2019. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the post-production of their episode became held up. And it sparked rumors by trolls. According to reports, they were forced to come off social media and change their phone numbers. Mum Jackie told BBC Radio Northampton, "There was a rumor going round we sold our house and moved to Dubai. I'm just thankful that it is going on air, and people can see that we are very much still loving every second of our life in our home, and we will never, ever be selling our house." The family had been living in rented accommodation for 12 years as the house they owned wasn't big enough to house their son Jordan's equipment. Jordan has cerebral palsy and epilepsy. The DIY SOS team got in touch with the family, and renovated their home. Speaking after, Jackie said, "Before you guys came, our life was a mess. And the past 12 months have been horrendous. Having a look at the house now and seeing how generous and kind you have all been has been amazing." Tradesmen had tools stolen. Another sad DIY SOS story saw a tradesman get £4,000 worth of tools stolen while filming for the show. Brett Bradford had drills, screws, grinders taken from his van. He told the Shropshire Star, "We were on such a high from everything going on and the incredible work that had taken place, and then to have that happen felt like being hit by a sledgehammer. It's frustrating and left us angry, but the atmosphere on this job has been incredible for such a worthy cause, so we won't let it dampen our spirits." Family had things missing they wanted. Meanwhile, Stuart Phillip, who has multiple sclerosis, and his blind carer mum, Lynn, said their build didn't quite go to plan. Their plans for an extension never got off the ground. Stuart told Devon Live, "One of the things I really wanted was to be able to look out at the view over the moors, but I am facing the wall." The council had told the BBC they didn't have permission to build an extension 2 weeks before filming. Despite this, Stuart said he and his mum are very grateful to the DIY SOS team. He added, "Don't get me wrong, it's lovely. We are so grateful and we don't want to sound greedy. Lots of things they did were amazing. I think that's why they did such a great job with the back garden, to compensate for the extension not going ahead." DIY SOS tragedy elsewhere. In 2020, show guest Simon Dobbin tragically died 5 years after he was assaulted when he left a football game in 2015. He was left unable to walk or talk following the alleged incident and later passed away aged 48 at his home. Last year, 5 men were arrested in connection to Simon's death.